Here's a problem that most of you first-time buyers are not considering before buying a property. Where is your down payment coming from? And I don't mean are you taking it out of your savings or getting a little help from mom and dad. I mean specifically, where is the money? At an alarming rate, we are seeing first-time buyers particularly having trouble securing their financing for their new home purchases because of where their money is, and it's not where it should be. And we're discovering that these buyers are being alarmed at how hard it is to get their money in the right place in a timely manner. So if you're a first-time buyer and your money is tied up in some sort of self-managed online platform like Questrade, then this video is for you. Because these companies say that you can get your money out no problem in only a business day or two. But in reality, when the mortgage broker starts working on your accepted offer, the timeline to get your funds where they need to be in a timely manner, well, it could cost you the place of your dreams. Hi, my name's Steve, and I'm a realtor servicing from Burnaby all the way out to Chilliwack in the lower mainland of BC. So if you need help, you can book a call with me right now using the link in the description below. And if you don't need help, just subscribe to the channel and click the like button because it really helps me get this information out to other people who could be having this problem. So thank you for that. So why is it that I say that it's first-time buyers having trouble with these online trading platforms? Well, traditionally, older or more established folks have their money with big banks like maybe BMO or the money management side of those businesses like maybe Nesbitt Burns. But younger folks have become accustomed to taking their investing into their own hands. These newer mobile, easy-to-use platforms like Questrade, Robinhood, E-Trade, and Wealthsimple are where a lot of young, savvy investing types are choosing to buy their stocks and ETFs. This is because they're super easy and convenient to sign up for and get a new account. With only a few taps of the screen, you can manage your own RRSPs, TFSAs, and now even the coveted first home savings account. But there's a problem. You see, all of these companies, and I'm going to pick on Questrade for the purposes of this video, because that's where a client of mine most recently had some issues, and also because I'm a user of the app for my own personal investing. Well, they advertise that you can transfer out funds and it should only take about 1 to 3 business days. But digging into things a little further, those are only for internal transfers. If you're selling a stock to get the money out, you will need to wait the trade day plus 1 business day just for that sale to settle. Mutual funds can be 1 to 3 days as well. If your money is in a registered account like a first home savings account or an RRSP, you need to file a formal withdrawal request form digitally, and then it still needs to be processed. That itself adds another 1 to 3 days after the settlement, and thankfully TFSAs are only usually 1 to 2 business days. And then of course you are at threat, if you don't do things just perfectly, of having those registered accounts have the possible more paperwork tacked on to prove that the funds are being used for a home purchase, or you risk triggering an automatic withholding tax. Or you might owe tax at the end of the year that you weren't expecting because the paperwork, it just wasn't right. Then once all of these settlements are complete and the paperwork is filed correctly, Questrade takes another, say, 1 to 3 business days to release the funds to another bank. And some banks, depending on your history, the size of the transfer, or their own internal policies, could hold on to that money for another 1 to 5 business days. Meaning that to get your money out, you could be looking at maybe a week to 10 days, and that could cost you your dream home. And here's why. You see, if you offered on a property in today's market, you're probably going to negotiate something like 5 to 7 business days in order to satisfy your conditions. And one of those conditions is most likely going to be your financing subject. So if the future lender of your mortgage is looking to approve the deal and they want to see your down payment in your bank before the final approval is issued, you may not be able to make that happen in a timely manner. Then you're stuck with the options of trying to renegotiate a longer subject removal, which has to be agreed to in writing by the seller. They don't just grant it. And if they don't agree, which is their right, you could lose your first place or possibly your dream home. And although it may sound rare and you don't think it's going to happen to you, this almost happened to a client of mine. This is because even after accounting for all of these long delays for financing, in the offer that our buyer was making, the fine print on Questrade's website says transfers like these typically take 15 to 20 days to complete. and there could be additional delays from there. So if you're using one of these online brokerages, or if you have any money tied up in these type of investments, here's what you need to do. First, disclose all of your financials to your mortgage broker so they can best help you plan for when it's okay for you to start making offers on properties. Second, ask your broker and maybe the investment platform itself if you need to start the process of removing those funds now, and how long it will take to complete the process. And third, do all of this well before you start offering on properties or maybe even viewing them altogether. There should never be financing surprises after you have written an offer. If your mortgage broker and your agent are working in unison, financing should be an absolute breeze, or at least only a headache in the pre-approval process and not after you have found your dream home. Please do not take this for granted. Just because you've been a good little saver doesn't mean you have quick and easy access to your own money like you may think. Be prepared. Do some work in advance and make sure you know what to expect when trying to either prove or access your own down payment. And if indeed you did find this video because you are a first-time buyer, you're likely looking to purchase a strata style property. So check out this video right now to discover the 7 things you need to know before buying a strata property in British Columbia.